What's up, guys? My name is Eric Yamamoto. I'm feeling much better today. Still feel a little out of it. but, food poisoning is not nice. Drinking milk is not good for you. But, anyways, what I'm going to start off today is how I like to usually warm up. It's not even going into shots, it's just doing some figure drawing. And like I said yesterday, I like to draw for at least like 30 minutes to an hour until something clicks. So let's get to it. I'm just on Pinterest right now. It's 9:05 a.m. Just drawing the first thing that came up. Drawing where the ground's at, where the feet might go. Again, just trying to lay out where it's supposed to be. Yesterday, I was having trouble with lining up where the body parts go. So right here, what I just did see here, this negative space right here is too big. And when it hooks up to that's just too wide. So what I did was, instead, I brought it closer because the distance to things and scale, it's all geometry. Take something like that, knock it back. This is that bundle of cloth. Come through here. Clothing used to be one of those really, still is difficult to draw, because with clothing you kind of have to be kind of delicate and see how things fall and the rhythm of stuff. And then there's different materials. There's like boots, and then this part right here is let's see, somebody jumped on. Oh, it says live chat is not available. Let's see, let me go to YouTube right quick. It's 9:08. Boom, boom, boom. YouTube Studio. Ooh, Megalopolis. That looks pretty cool. Let me jump in this. Let's go to content. Here we are. Hey, what's up, Rise? Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. It took me a minute to see my chat because the chat's not working in this player thing. But yeah, doing well, doing well. Let's see, where is this chat? Yay, it works now. Yeah, so I'm basically just doing a study. of what I'm doing is trying to break up these shapes that I'm seeing. I mean, shapes, I always was like, no, shapes are 2D. I'm looking for volumes. I'm looking for, what do you call those things? Forms. Like, where's that edge? Where's that other edge? One art book that I love so much is Walt Stanchfield's it's this animation book. Walt Stanchfield. I'll have to find it. I'll come through next time. See, it's 9/11. Man, I wish I had a little timer somewhere. So this is a shape that I use a lot. This kind of like pentagon looking thing. Like that. Like this is my fist that I usually draw. Yeah, feel free to draw along. One of the things that I like doing is I try to, here, I'll show you right now. Copy this image. This is what I'm using. So if you want to take a screen grab of that, feel free to follow along. Hands are always very tricky for me. But what I say when people are drawing, and you're following along, make it your own. Don't copy it. Try to be like, how can I make this my own? Just use this other stuff as just reference. Basically use it like from everything that you guys know about drawing, the hand, the fist, use that while you're analyzing the reference. See, I always get screwed up right here where basically the finger gets embedded into the palm of the hand. When drawing live, that is obvious. Obviously, I'm talking about tracing. Yeah, I stopped copying because I caught on how easy it was, but how little it taught. For sure. I do feel as though that tracing is an important skill, because not many people even know how to trace. For instance, if I were to trace this, everyone has their own techniques too. But if I were to trace this, I would come through. Well, we'll do the nice and detailed one. I would first like analyze, well, what the heck is this thing doing? So, I mean, it's kind of doing something like this. 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's doing something like that. And then I'm looking at like this thing that's happening. Looking for that edge, that turning edge. I'd say tracing is probably one of the best ways of learning. But if you're doing it in terms of studying it, like when I say study, it's like, well, what direction is this thumb going? Is the thumb is coming like kind of toward us? So if something's coming toward you, it's usually like that, or it's coming toward you. So this guy is coming toward you. See, I just made it my own by giving the fingernail, making it like come toward us. Then you have these fingers that are kind of coming this way. And then I also know that fingers, when you go like this, it all comes. See how these, my hand, it's coming, all the fingers are pointing to my wrist. Like how all these fingers are here. They're all kind of doing this thing, this type of thing. So I would try to go for that here. You're never going to find the perfect reference. So if you can, go ahead and shoot your own reference. But if you can't, use a 3D program. One 3D program that I really like using is, what is it called? Is Mixamo. This thing is fantastic. Let me see if I could jump on real quick. What Mixamo is basically a place where you get these kind of animations like this, and you can like click on It's pretty slow this morning. I don't know why. Maybe it needs an update. Let me take a look. Help about Google Chrome. Chrome is up to date. That's weird. Oh, it's because I'm streaming. That's why it's kind of off. But okay, let's keep going. So yeah, so here's my interpretation of that hand. And then what I would do next is go to a brand new page. Don't even think about it. And try to just go from memory. I do remember that this finger is coming toward us. I also remember something like this. Again, do your best. I'm trying to remember. Once you do this, sorry guys, super concentrating right here. Hands are not easy. But who knows, maybe I'll use this hand when I'm drawing later today. That's what warm-ups are for. Let's see. Where is it? Looking for my Pinterest. Aha. Alright. Why don't we do... oh, I know what I'm going to look up. Shot deck. I'm going to go to Kurosawa. Ah. I really love how Akira Kurosawa composes his characters. Here. Is it? Maybe I'll look for Yojimbo. Here it is, Yojimbo. Let's do something like this. So this is an over the shoulder shot. Again, I'm just laying this in, not trying to be too precise yet. Just making sure it all fits. We got a house, the roof of the house right here. Bring this down. I think this is when they first meet one of the samurais. So here's what I'm looking at right now. He's looking here. This guy right here is looking there. I would say he's looking here. I think they're all looking to him, to them. That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out what's the dynamic of the shot. Where's the focal point of the shot? I like doing this to show that, oh look, this guy is going to be looking at the person in the background right here. guy right here. And then I like to experiment a little. So I'm looking over here. I'm seeing that this eye goes over here. And then there's this little triangle happening right here. But what I was also messing around with is like, see how this, what I first did, like I should have that triangle like down there. So, shoulder. This is the, what is that called? The collar. Come here. Again, I'm just trying to keep it simple. But more than anything, just trying to indicate where these people are going to be. I'm also trying to figure out that there's depth in here. So my main goal, what I'm realizing more and more with this channel, is that I want to, get people to realize the importance of using storyboards for their productions. Because each story is unique, and when you storyboard it out, you're able to explore new ways of telling the story. Also, it prepares you on the things that need to be VFX. You're going to have to figure out what things are going to be. But it's a quick way of iterating. Alright, so there's that. Sometimes I'll just keep it like this, right? Gray it out. Add a new layer below. Make this multiply. And then I'll just start toning it all in. Now, I like the way I used to tone things in. It's like this. Foreground. Like this. Then we'll go middle ground. We'll have the background like this. Blurring my eyes out a bit. Okay. So all these guys are it looks kind of like that. Foreground, middle ground, background. Or I could, play with it a little bit more. Or maybe this guy should be a little bit darker. Just not sure. But let's come back here. Why don't I guy in. Makes it really interesting. But the light isn't coming from that direction. The light is coming from this direction. So let's see, how am I going to do this? Before I put light on, let me just do the local colors. Actually, it's not even local colors. I'm just putting the blacks in. There's this. Multiply. I'm going to try to throw in where the shadows are at. Multiply. Let's see. Yo. Thank you, thank you. Just practicing some of Kurosawa's shots. Boom, boom. So there's all my tones, and then I'll do my highlights. Still figuring out this light. Okay, so if this was me, I would probably just try to aim for what's the main thing. So, maybe this guy looking this way. I would probably... like this. This. I go from here between those two. Yep. There you go. So I just put an overlay layer and then threw a white right there, and then I was able to punch that up a bit. Alright, you guys, well, that was me drawing. Quick warm-up for today. Got a roll. I will come back tomorrow, and hopefully I will feel better to give you more instruction on how to do cool ass storyboards. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk again soon. Alright, you guys. Bye. Thanks, Rice. I'll see you around.